Hello everyone, Teacher Skyla here with skylasposts.com, and on this channel you'll find videos all about making an income from home and being healthy while doing it. In this video specifically, we're going to talk about an Outschool class type called multi-day classes. I do already have a video that I will put in an iCard here and share below that is an overview of the different types of classes you can offer or create with Outschool. But in this video, we're going to specifically talk about multi-day classes and just kind of explain what they mean so that you know when you're creating classes about this option. Now, there are 3 different ways to list a multi-day class. One would be a short one where you meet once for 2 to 7 weeks. So once a week for 2 to 7 weeks. That would be a short multi-day class. Now, the next one would be a multi-day camp, and that would mean that you meet 2 or more times a week for 1 to 2 weeks, or you can do a semester-long one where you meet at least once a week for 8 or more weeks. Now, when you are creating the class, as a multi-day, you won't find the words short, camp, or semester. You will just create them. So if you are wanting a class that just meets for once a week for a couple of weeks, it would be considered a short multi-day class. If you want a camp, this is what I would recommend. You go ahead and meet 2 or more times a week for a week or 2, but add camp in the title, because your title and your first sentence in your description are searchable. So you can create any class that you want, but add the word camp to it. Right now it is February of 2021, which blows my mind, and spring break is coming. So you could have a spring camp. You can take a class and write spring camp on the end of the title. You could then take that exact same class going into summer and write the word summer camp. The reason why you can add the word camp to it is because parents like to look for camps. And when they search summer camp or spring camp or other times of year, fall camp, winter camp, all of those things, your class will be searchable because it has the word camp in the title. So that's actually something that I recommend if you're wanting to do a multi-day class. If you have a really great and fun idea just to meet for a couple of weeks, at least 2 times a week for a couple of weeks, you can create that class, turn it into a camp, and then continue teaching that class if it works seasonally, if it works throughout the year, and just change it from like a winter camp to a spring camp to a summer camp to a fall camp. Now, if it's specific to a certain time of year, if it is very themed and it is just a winter camp, then you wouldn't necessarily do that. You'd probably just hang on to it and teach it again the next winter. But hopefully that makes sense. Now, semester classes are often, oh, the word just left me, academic based. So I have a friend who teaches Spanish, and so she likes to offer semester-long Spanish classes. Or let's say you teach math, you could offer, I have another friend that teaches on Outschool a semester-long math class. So those are just ideas. Those are just ideas for you. If you have any questions about multi-day classes, please email me at skylasposts@gmail.com or comment below asking me your questions. So just remember, you can do short, which means you meet once a week for 2 to 7 weeks. You can have a camp, which means you meet at least twice a week for 1 to 2 weeks, or do a semester-long multi-day camp class, multi-day class, where you meet 1 time or more per week for 8 or more weeks. Now, keep in mind, when you create a multi-day class, the amount you charge is for the entire thing, because you're meeting multiple days. So if you create a camp or you meet 4 times a week for 2 weeks, the price that you write in your course description or class description is the price for the entire camp, those 8 meetings. So charge them for all 8 classes up front. Okay? When I already have the one-time class and we talked about how you're charging for that one time, well, here you're charging for the whole time. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, if you have any questions, email me at skylessposts@gmail.com or comment below. Good luck with your Outschool multi-day classes, and I'll catch you in the next video.